Warning: Dallas Cowboys fandom is known to cause extreme emotional distress, anxiety, and difficulty comprehending reality. The following video contains content of an addictive nature. Consumption of this content by fans and haters alike may lead to repeated viewing. Fan responsibly.
Please fan responsibly and take heed of the warning. It is Landry. Welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. It's a bitter. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was going to say, even if you do find it hard with less than a 1% chance to make the playoffs.
You had to so early in the show?
Early on. Got to get it out of the way. That's
Come
where
on,
we
man.
are. That's where we're living as Cowboy fans right now.
All right. Well, you brought the bitter. It is a bittersweet episode. Sam is, unfortunately, Slammin' Sammy is ill today. Fever, flu. She says hi to our guests. She says hi to everybody watching. She says happy Friday like she always does. She says fan responsibly, coming straight from her. So prayers, wishes, and good vibes and good energy out to her getting better soon. Hopefully she's not sick for Christmas. That would suck. Bittersweet day, though, because we do have a sweet guest. And I mean, probably the sweetest in emotionally. I mean, the sweetest as far as like, that's a sweet board, dude. In that term, all the terms you can use sweet, we've probably got the sweetest guest that we can absolutely have on the show today.
Absolutely.
And we're going to get right to it. And the game plan for today is
Game plan.
we're going to kick things off. We have to. It's a must. Just like our sport, we got to get the ball rolling, right? We got a blank spot there. I know. I wish Sam was with us. Y'all don't know Doe. You don't know Doe, but you will find out Doe today. You will. Merrianne Do is going to join us. I am so pumped. This is probably, I've been trying to get her on the show for a long time, and she finally graced us with her presence, and I'm so pumped to do it. We'll have her on the perfect week, right? We can't ask for more. On the road to 6, she will go with us. And then we will find out a little bit about Merrianne with some Q&A blitz. We are going to rapid fire some questions at her and see where she's at, and test her a little bit. We're going to have a halftime. We'll do that. We'll probably let our guests go after we've had some fun. We'll spin the record. Maybe she'll be long enough to hang with us long enough to spin the Chargers record.
Spin the Chargers record real quick.
Yeah, tell us where she thinks they'll end up at the end of the season and maybe the end of the postseason if they find their way there. And then, of course, I'll give you some updates, and Landry's going to hit you with the 2-minute spiel to close out the show and get us out of here. So let's kick this thing off, Coach. I'm excited.
The kickoff.
Touchdown Turpin. You can also score a touchdown and score some super duper gear if you use promo code TSWA with Cowboy Revolution Apparel Company, CRAC. It's safe crack. It's CRAC. It's not with the K. It's safe. They don't sell it on the streets. You got to go to their website, and you can get 15% off their merch when you use promo code TSWA. Also, if you've seen Merrianne Do, our guest, who's coming on in just a second, so bear with us. If you've seen the excitement and the energy, I would put my money on she uses W. No, I don't know. I don't know if she does, but you can get as hyped and as energized as she does. If you use promo code TSWA, you can get 10% off of that energy. Landry, run that intro. Let's get this show.
I'm a fan of the Star We Are.
What's up, everybody? I'm Super Cowboy.
And I'm Princess Angie, and you are tuned in.
Hi, this is Jane Slater, and you are listening to...
I'm Jess Navarez, and you're watching The Star We Are.
If you're not following them, you are not fanning responsibly.
Plugged in and switched on. This is The Star We Are live.
Coach, I'm ready. We're not going to wait any further. I know you kill it with the intros and the stingers, so let's run it and let's bring in the guest of the year, Miss Merrianne Do.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, LA Chargers superfan, Merrianne Do.
Hey. Hello, Merrianne. How are you?
Hey guys, I'm good. How y'all doing?
Excellent.
Good. Love the smile. Love the view. Look at that. AT&T behind you.
Awesome.
Looking big, bright, and beautiful. That's amazing. So we're going to get into this. So Landry and I are going to talk with you a little bit about you, obviously your fandom, our fandom. This is what we do, right? We're super fans. This is what it's about. It's about the energy, the love that we bring to the game, and the energy that we provide our players to perform their best on Sundays. And we know you bring it to the fullest. I think everyone in America knows you bring it to the fullest. And so talk to us a little bit about, as we get into it here. We want to get to know you a little bit, your fandom, your story. Just give us a little bit of Merrianne for anybody who maybe doesn't already know.
A little bit about Merrianne. Where do I start? No, I'm just kidding. Chargers fandom. I guess I'm a mom of 4 boys. Grew up with boys. I've always been into sports, into football. I don't know what you want to know. I don't know.
So we know, obviously you're a Vikings fan. You lived in Minnesota, yeah?
Yeah, so we came to America and then moved to Minnesota when I was tiny, 3 years old. So I grew up there, went to all of my education, graduated college there. So, in Minnesota, like, people bleed purple. And so I was a Vikings fan growing up, watching it with my dad. Just coming to America, it was kind of the one thing for him that made him feel like he belonged. He didn't know the language very well, and he worked jobs from like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., but Sundays was always football with dad. And it was just so great to have that bonding and for him to feel like he knew exactly what was going on. He could call the plays. He's like, why are you running the ball? You got to throw the ball. And he sees like the holding before anybody sees it. And just growing up watching with him every Sunday, it was just such a great time. And growing up with 5 brothers, I was the only one that watched with him every single week. So
sweet. And so, and you know what? I like that you bring up feeling a part of it, right? Feeling like you're involved, feeling a part of it, because each one of us have a question for you. We usually do. So Landry and I'll have a question for you today. And mine is, I'll ask first, since you said that. At what point so far, maybe it was a meet and greet, maybe it was you got to run into a player, maybe you noticed someone that other people didn't or something like that. What was the moment you felt like, man, I'm involved? I'm a Charger. I'm a part of the team, the fan base, the organization. Like, I'm Merrianne Do, the Charger. When did that happen? What was that moment for you?
So I think, dating my husband, so going back, I'm from Minnesota. My husband's from California. So while we were dating, every time I would come over, he would take me to a game and we'd go down to San Diego and watch a game. And I think it was just Phil being so insane, right? And I'm watching it, I'm in like the nosebleeds. I can't barely see anything. But watching him go crazy on the field, and then I always rewatch the game when I get home on TV. And his screaming is always just so like intense, but it's always like, Dad, gummit. And so it's like that dad gummit and gosh darn it and golly and all that stuff that got me like seriously like into him and into the Chargers. And from there, I just fell in love with
sound
just
like
that passion.
Sound like a little Texas in him, because that's the word you hear around here. Yeah, that's.
Oh, okay.
Gosh darn it and dang it, those are
Southern
words. Yeah, we say that. Trust me, and as a Cowboys fan, we say those words plenty.
Better those than other ones.
Go ahead, Coach. I believe you had a question for her.
Yeah, so what I got for you, and there was a little segue there, and I kind of forgot what she had said that would kind of segued right into what I was going to say. However, let me make sure that everything is going all right here. So I'm assuming you have season tickets or have had season tickets for a little while. I see, kind of your view and so forth. And so you've been in the stands with a great view and been a big Chargers fan and probably had fan interactions where you got autographs and so forth before the viral fame. But after the viral thing happens, what was the wildest phone call, offer, event that thing that you got to do as a result of that?
We've always gone to training camp, and I think that's where you kind of really get to connect with the players is at training camp. But I think after going viral, with the team, we still do all the same things. Like, we still go to training camp, we still go to all the games, we attend any of their events. But I think being recognized by some of the team members is kind of neat.
Okay.
Like, so
right, the team is recognizing you like fans recognize players now,
which is
so
crazy. I mean, there are moments when I'm like, is this a dream? Like, this is not real, Like we would run into them. We were out at a restaurant, we ran into them, and I'm trying to be all low key, chill, not say anything and whatever. And then at the end, I see them leaving, so I'm like, hey, I just want to come and say hi and say you guys are awesome. And they're like, we knew who you were when you walked in. We knew that you were Merrianne. I'm like, oh God, like this is insane. Just mind blowing, because I'm such a fan, and I always want to respect their space, respect their privacy when they're off the field and not practicing or not at a Chargers event. But I just had to say hi, and it was just like the coolest thing to, growing up as a kid, you're just like, I'll never get to meet these people. I'll never get to talk to these people. I'll never get a chance. And then to get to know them, and then to follow them and see them as a person. Like they work so hard as a player, and we cheer them on, and I'm sure it's their passion, it's their job, but they're also really great people. And the guys on our team are just really good guys. Coaching, everything, they're great.
Well, I was just fixing to say you guys got a great leader there, great coach, and so that tends to happen. That comes from top down, and that a good person. The Harbaughs are exactly that, and so I love it. Merrianne, we know you're a busy person. You're definitely all charged up, about as charged up as any fan can be, and I know that you've probably got a huge weekend lined up, and so we don't want to keep you too. Just real quick before we run into our segments. What you got planned for the Arlington area? Anything special while you're there?
So we're hoping to eat a lot of barbecue, obviously, but we have like a fan meetup tomorrow, and then the game, tailgating, but lots of eating. I'm other than Chargers, I really love my food. So
well, you've got it coming.
Do you have your own tailgate to be at, a Chargers tailgate to be at, or are you going to check out some of the other ones?
So Chargers have a whole thing going on. So we're going to be there. It's on the other side of the stadium where we're staying, but it's a whole crew putting it together. So we're excited for that.
Awesome. Yeah. And you know what? And I like that. I see that you guys do like an annual Charger meetup thing somewhere close to where you stay. I've noticed that. I follow your Twitter a little bit and some of your stuff. And so that's really cool. We try to we have a big annual thing. The Cowboys Cave throws a tailgate together. And so a bunch of the content creators get together. And I noticed that you've got a similar thing going there for some Chargers fans. So that's really cool. So obviously that's Merrianne Do. Are you willing? Are you ready to go down the road to 6 with us? Because we've been on it for like 30 years, Merrianne. Will you hop on it with us for just a couple minutes? Let's do it, Coach.
Road to 6.
And I'm actually going to preface that. I actually just looked at this in preparation just maybe an hour or so ago before the show. Our road to 6, you're talking about it, 30 years. We're on 30 exactly. The LA Chargers Super Bowl appearance, only Super Bowl appearance the year before. Yeah, the year before, 29, right before we win the last one. So they've been on the same road, at least getting back to that kind of glory for about the same amount of time.
See,
we're getting there.
We're getting there. We didn't have to veer off the path to pick you up. We're on this thing.
And we'll talk about all that. And again, we've got a lot of those questions in Q&A Blitz, so I'll try to save them. But
yeah,
we'll just go quick. We'll go through the feelings on this game as we can so that we can make sure we get to that part. 2 days until the LA Chargers, the Dallas Cowboys can win out and the Philadelphia Eagles can lose out, and the Cowboys could make the playoffs. I think the Chargers have quite a bit better opportunity, a lot more to play for, and maybe some winnable games if they're able to make it in there. Score prediction right off the top. Honestly, I was looking. The Chargers have offense too. I'm looking at offensive players. Amari and Hampton, a running back we would have liked to have drafted. This past year. I'm gonna say, based on what I've seen from the defense, they've got 37 points in them. We may have 24, 24 Chargers. This may be the first time I've predicted the Cowboys to lose all year. I tend to do that once I have to get realistic.
Merrianne, you have rocked and shocked the Star We Are to the core. You have encouraged Coach to predict the Cowboys' loss. No,
that's so generous. 37. Wow.
Oh yeah, I think there's offense there, and you may speak to it. I don't know how much you've seen of the Cowboys, if any primetime games, anything like that. But we got no defense.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Well,
It
you lost
hard
Carson,
to trust.
so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's so obviously this the segment when we talk about our previous game, which we won't do, and going into the next game. Coach is at 37-24. I think we can keep it a little closer. I will give you guys the edge, 30-23. If I can just, I'll go there with it. And I don't know if we have any keys to winning. Maybe if we can get Herbert on the ground 3 or 4 times, we've got a chance.
No,
but that's hard to. Well,
I mean, I think the keys to winning for us would just be how you show up. What the way, not across the
not
board.
Like we did against the Vikings.
You're gonna have players that aren't gonna quit. You've seen years, and at least other teams. You've probably seen it on your own team in the past where players have. It depends on how many people are still up and where that team chemistry and team pride is. And that's where you hope you'd go ahead and win out, even if you're not going to make the playoffs. And the Eagles aren't going
just
to
see good things. Yeah.
But if you're not all the way up for it, you know what happens in the NFL. It don't matter who you are. If you're not all the way up on Sunday, you'll lose.
You'll lose. You got to be ready.
It's
and
any
so,
given
Merrianne,
Sunday for sure.
no doubt. I love it. That's a great movie, great line. And so for your team, Road to 6 this year, beating the Cowboys, adding another win, trying to get to the playoffs, trying to do as good as you can. What is your key to victory for this game and your score prediction?
Score prediction, I would say 28-17, maybe 28-14. Our defense is just on fire. You know, we have some, and they are on fire.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, Tier is questionable, so that's okay. But and QJ is probably not playing. But I just feel that the key to our game is protect Herbert, protect Justin, because, you know, we're getting towards the end of the season, and unfortunately we've seen a lot of injuries throughout the entire NFL this past couple of weeks. And
recently,
you know, prayers out to everybody involved. All the ACLs in the past couple of weeks are just devastating. That being said, I want to protect Justin. You know, he's a warrior. He's a freaking machine. You know, playing with 7 days after putting like a friggin' plate and bolts in his hand. You know, he is probably has the most pressures in the NFL, all these different things. He's been sacked so many times. I want to say like 6 or 7 times each game, or 6 or 7 pressures. And it's just, we just have to protect him and run the ball, play hard-nosed football. You know, the defense, Tony Jefferson, put him back in there. Derwin James, put him back in there. I mean, you know, for them to see Tony go out last week and Dayon and Derwin, you know, patting him on the back and saying, hey, we got your back, we got your back. And each one of them getting a pick after that is freaking nuts. Like, that is the team. That's, like, the team is so cohesive. It's like a family, you know? And I just feel like the defense is going to pick up because right now, Justin is not going to be able to, you know, throw the ball like he usually does. He needs time, and he's not, unfortunately, doesn't have the time to do it right now.
I'll say that.
No,
and
I don't want him stiff arming everybody with his left hand. Like, every time I see him stiff arm people with that left hand, I'm just like cringing.
I know.
Yeah.
When was
but
he
just protecting Herbert?
We were watching Herbert. Gosh, what primetime game did they have recently? Maybe it was a week ago. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago.
when they beat the Eagles.
When they beat
the
Eagles,
Monday Night Football.
We were both watching it like, wow, Justin Herbert is a tank. Like, there's only a couple quarterbacks who are shrugging off what should be sacks and so forth. Pretty special.
Yeah, funny story, and we'll get to the next segment. But funny story on that Monday night game when Merrianne and I first spoke to get ready for the show. I had to double check because Joe butchered it and said Merrianne Do, and I was like, it is Joe, right? I was like. That was pretty funny. Monday Night Football, fun stuff. So how did that feel, right? Having Joe Buck even butcher your name just to say it on TV.
It was so funny because obviously we're at the game, so we have no idea what's going on. I have no idea that that's happening.
Sure.
And then my dad texted me, and my dad's still in Minnesota, and he's like, "Why is your mouth so big?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, I'm at the game." And so apparently he saw it and he texted me. He's always checking in on me during the game.
That's fun. That's awesome. That's good stuff. Yeah, Landry and myself we're trying to get on the big screen as Jimmy and Landry. It'll happen one of these days. But a couple coaching legends. We gotta carry on the legends. And speaking of legendary, we have a segment that we believe is legendary that we want to play with you right now. It's called Q&A Blitz. And so I'll preface it real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to just rapid fire some questions at you, put a little tense music on, and you just hit us back with.
Can you give me 1 second? My kid is going crazy.
Certainly.
No, we'll give you as many seconds as you need. Absolutely.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
No, it's not.
No, don't be. Always. No, the kids first. Most definitely.
Sorry.
No, don't be.
I don't want to do it on my phone because I'm afraid it's going to shut down this thing here. And I know you guys are live. I'm so sorry.
No, we can bring you back in if it does happen. You definitely do what you need to do.
That won't be a problem.
I'm just going to send a message real quick. I'm so sorry. If you give me 1 minute. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we'll bring you right back in. No worries at all. Do what you got to do. No, guys. So if you're with us, make sure you're hitting that like. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. Put Do in the chat if you're here with us. Do in the chat because we got a super duper guest. We're having a really good time, and we're fixing to have a better time with some Q&A blitz. Hopefully everything is okay, and the kiddo is just wanting an extra Christmas present. No emergencies, but we'll see what's going on. She's handling that, and Q&A blitz. In case you didn't know, guys, and I think she's back with us. So we'll rapid fire questions. It'll be a little tense music. You'll rapid fire some answers back to us, and we'll just kind of take turns and go. No worries at all. I think what she was doing, Landry, is she's actually slick. You got to watch her. She was getting answers and pulling up info. She's trying to cheat. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I wish. It's a phone. I can't do anything.
No, so let's do it. Let's play a little Q&A blitz. It's gonna be fun.
All right, let's see. I'll kick it off for us. Let's do. Who's on your Chargers Mount Rushmore?
Ooh.
My Chargers Mount Rushmore?
Yes, ma'am.
How many presidents are on Mount Rushmore?
Four.
Okay, Philip Rivers.
Yes.
Philip Rivers. Antonio Gates.
Yes.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yes.
And let's have a fresh one, Cameron Dicker.
Oh, I love it. We put Dicker on the splash screen. That's a great answer. So my first one is
great guy.
He is. My first one is kind of an icebreaker and sort of an easy one. In yards, what is the difference in a field goal attempted from the 40-yard line and the 50-yard line?
Attempt 10 yards.
Yeah, just making sure you're listening. Just making sure you're listening. That's right.
Dak Prescott or Justin Herbert?
I'm really gullible, so I'm going to be like, there's something wrong.
Dak Prescott or Justin Herbert?
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Justin Herbert all day.
All day.
All day.
All day.
Favorite
He's
Super Bowl
forgotten.
halftime show?
Either Prince or when Eminem was on with Snoop and Mary J. Blige. It was like so throwback.
The whole SoFi one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that one.
I didn't expect Prince. That's a heck of an answer.
All right.
I'm a Minnesota gal.
What's your GOAT Christmas movie?
GOAT Christmas movie.
Love that.
I don't watch Christmas movies.
Don't watch Christmas movies. I thought that was possible. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No.
Hit her with the ant. No, I'm just kidding. Of all the great Chargers plays you've witnessed with your own two eyes, which play would you relive if you could be the player that made the play? Who would you be? I love the deep thought here.
Philip Rivers.
Okay.
Playoff game. Injury. God, what year was that? What year was that?
Is it when he comes back in the game from the injury?
Yeah, the injury he's playing. God, what year was that? And we won that playoff game. What year was that? God dang it. Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it. Yeah, there's one of those darn it moments.
God, I can't remember.
I'm not sure the year, but
by far. I was sweating bullets. Gosh darn it. That would have to be the play.
Well, okay. We're going to clip this segment. We'll bring up the play and we'll run it next to it because I actually know what you're talking about. He gets injured in the playoffs.
Confidence level 1 to 10 that the Chargers make the playoffs. 10. How many wins are they going to need?
If everything goes right this week, we only need this week's win. That being said, it doesn't even matter because we're going to win the next 3 games.
There you go.
Listen.
Even against the Houston defense, I don't freaking care.
They're good. Yeah, no, that's bold to say.
I just want him to stay healthy.
Yeah. I was going to say I like Justin, and I'm crossing my fingers for him in that game because they do get after the quarterback better than we do. So you probably don't have to worry about it this week. Now, and you obviously also probably don't have to worry about getting this question wrong. You're a Chargers fan. You're a smart lady. So I'm going to hit you with a trick one. Maybe it'll get you maybe one. How many touchdowns did Antonio Gates have in college?
0.
All over
Okay.
He didn't,
Okay.
he didn't even take a single snap in college.
Okay. I thought you might know
All
that.
over
I didn't
it.
know. I was like, let's.
How was the DFW experience?
Oh, that airport.
Great. They were really nice.
Nice.
Everybody was nice. Yeah, everybody was sweet.
Yeah, because
Easy
we
in,
hear
easy
lots
out.
of stories, and
Sometimes
so
things go wrong. It's just so much
a
going on. But you
50-50.
came from
Really
LAX
good.
to VFW, so
Yeah. So have you been to LAX?
no, I have not though. But Coach has. Yeah.
I've been in it once, and it was like an ant bed. It was pretty crazy. So with Christmas right around the corner, if you could only do one of these Christmas traditions, Marianne, which one would you do? If you could only do one, would you decorate the tree? Would you build a snowman? Or would you crash an office Christmas party thrown by Patrick Mahomes?
Build a snowman.
Build a snowman. Who wants to go to a Mahomes party anyway?
I'll let Patty recover. I feel for him.
That's fair. That's fair.
What is your most prized piece of memorabilia?
I have a signed ball that is signed by Justin Herbert, Phillip Rivers, and God, why are names? Oh my God, number 14. Oh my God, why am I dying
Right now,
today, you guys?
is it Latin McConkley?
No. 14, our quarterback. Oh my God, Dan Fouts. Jesus.
Oh goodness.
So I have
She
a
was.
ball that say I was signed by Fouts, Rivers, and Justin. I love that one.
Yeah, I would say so. That's pretty much that'd be the Chargers quarterback Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I love it.
So cookies, sugar, triple C, being chocolate chip cookies, of course, or snickerdoodles.
Triple C.
Triple C, love it.
Triple C.
Which team has the best NFL uniforms?
Chargers.
The Chargers. I knew.
You know,
Listen,
she's one of the very few people who gets to legitimately answer that. And
you
Yeah,
do
like,
get to legitimately say that.
People have told me, they're like, you guys just have the best, when they're talking garbage to me, they're like, you guys ain't got none good except for your uniforms. I'm like,
They are top 3 in the league.
There are probably a lot of people who will say that the Powder Blues may be the best uniforms in sports. Yeah.
Love it.
Absolutely.
So not into Christmas movies, but if I've never been to Beverly Hills and I've never seen any of these movies, which would you recommend I watch? Beverly Hills Cop starring Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Ninja starring Chris Farley, or Beverly Hills Chihuahua starring Angel the Chihuahua?
I haven't seen any, so Beverly Hills Ninja.
Me either.
Ninja. I don't know.
I haven't
Hills
either
Ninja
seen
went
one of those movies, I don't think. Maybe a piece of Beverly Hills Cop. Oh my gosh. Scale of 1 to 10, how good are the NFL refs?
Ooh, be honest. You can say it.
It's so hard because, they're on the spot. But I have found myself yelling a lot at the TV at them, a lot when I get home, because like at the game, I may or may not see it, right? And I get home and it's so clear on the TV. So I'm like screaming. God, 1 to 10. Let's give them a 7. I'm never that mean.
That's not too far. They've got a tough job. I agree. They've got a tough job.
It's a really hard job, but with all these cameras and all these things, they can hold a few seconds and be like, dude.
That's what because that's the one
helping.
sport. Yeah, I don't think people mind watching 10 more minutes of football as long as all the calls are right.
Yeah, for real.
A bold prediction time. How many Super Bowls will Herbert win in a Chargers uniform?
Warning.
Ooh.
How many? Okay. Okay. Love it.
How many did she say?
3 bowls for Herbert. I'll buy it, I guess.
3.
I like the coach.
Right.
I think Rashawn's going to get healthy. Joe is going to get healthy. We're good.
Okay.
I was thinking I would hold this one, but I think I will go ahead and drop it. If they hadn't, or I guess more importantly, because they didn't really trade, they were kind of forced into it. But if Eli Manning did go to L.A. with the Gates and the Tomlinsons of the world, would he have won a Super Bowl? No. What held them back? What held those teams back?
Why we didn't win the Super Bowl even without
those
Eli
during that time, with even during the time of Rivers, Tomlinson, Gates.
special teams was holding them back one year real bad.
Brady.
Brady.
Being in the AFC.
Brady.
Yeah, that's a really
Brady
good.
held us back. AFC was tough.
Pretty much
the Steelers were a hell of a defense too back in that time.
Yeah, and for some reason the Colts always had our number.
Yeah. Oh, they're great quarterbacks.
AFC, I know. AFC is tough though. I think no smack talking on FC or whatever, but at the end of the day, I mean, if we were over there, we'd be winning the Super Bowl. So.
Oh, I don't doubt it. No, you'd be right there with probably the Rams and the Seahawks as one of the favorites. No doubt.
For real.
No doubt.
Oh, that game was freaking nuts last night, by the way. But.
So,
absolutely. Yeah, go ahead, Coach. I'm down to one.
Yeah. So how many NFL MVPs, or how many NFL MVP players? So how many players have been named NFL MVP for the Chargers? And bonus.
Oh God.
Who were they?
Over all these years.
Yeah, just the one person who gets named NFL MVP. How many do the Chargers have?
I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't know. After 40 years.
It's just LaDainian.
Just once?
LT? Okay.
Yeah, in
LT.
2007, I believe it was. Yeah, not some teams don't even have one still. So, yeah.
Surprised he didn't win more than one.
LT is a GOAT. He's a GOAT.
Absolutely. He's a GOAT, no doubt. A couple more for you. Go ahead, Coach.
Oh, no, I only have one left, and mine's kind of a wrap-up.
Okay,
one.
perfect.
So mine's kind of a wrap-up one. Yeah, did you have fun?
Warren.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
You know,
I was sweating.
Great minds think alike. I do have one more and then a wrap up. When my wrap up one was on a scale of 1 to 10, how much fun did you have?
I had 10, guys.
Okay,
10.
good.
I feel like I was welcome to Dallas.
Excellent.
Oh, that's perfect. So before we get you up out of here, this is the most important question, Merrianne. This is the last one that I had. Which ice cream flavor, which Los Angeles Charger ice cream flavor sounds the most delicious? The Justin Herbert inspired Justin Sherbert, the Antonio Gates inspired Antonio Dates and Cream, or the LaDainian Tomlinson inspired La Macadamia Nut? Swirl.
Oh, La Macadamia Nut.
That's the one.
La Macadamia Nut. Okay.
I have to agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
That one, yeah, for sure.
I don't know who likes dates, but maybe somebody out there likes the Antonio
I
Gates.
do like
and
dates.
Cream.
I do like dates, but yeah, I do.
Well, listen. Enjoy Arlington and Texas while you're here, and the sun shining brightly behind AT&T behind you. What a view you have. You and your family, we wish you the best time in Dallas. Enjoy the eats. Enjoy the people. Trust me, AT&T Stadium is going to be a time to remember, and Coach and I will be there Sunday. We've got to grab a pick. We got to meet up.
We'll find it.
We'll find you.
Awesome.
We'll make it easy.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, man. You have a great weekend, Merrianne.
Thanks for coming on.
You too.
Wow. So listen, I'll cheese and giggle for half an hour at the end of this show because it's been ever since we saw her that day. We're like, okay, super fandom is what we're all about. That's about as super fan as you can get. She's got to be a guest on the show.
Perfect guest. Mm-hmm.
And blessed us with her time. Hopefully her and her family have a super, very, very Merry Christmas and a great time in Texas.
And if she can still hear us, hopefully the barbecue blows her away. I have high hopes.
I think she's in good hands. I think, she asked about a couple places. I recommended her to a couple good spots. I think she's going to be in good hands when it comes to the barbecue. And you can be in good hands if you just smash the subscribe, like, and turn on all the notifications. It's the right thing to do. Trust me, it's how you fan responsibly. It's what we do. And it's the only way you can have a very Merry Christmas is by smashing subscribe, turning on your noties, and joining the Star We Are for everything we do. Coach, I know, we don't have a good one, and we have a stupid tie on it, but we still got to spin the record, do we not?
Yes, sir.
Spin the record.
And we're back down there in the red.
Oh.
And it's like kind of from what we were just discussing with Merrianne, it's really difficult to predict these last 3 games when you're out, especially when you really end up out, right? When you be it you win this weekend and Philadelphia wins also, and again they take care of you. So it is really difficult to predict these last games. I'm all the way back to somewhere around week 5 when I was talking about how Vegas was crazy for 7.5.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I called it easy money. Do you
Gotta
remember?
be 8.
I think I lost people some money.
If we gave up that one to Minnesota just now, there's another one in us, so it's 8 and 8 and 1. It's 501.
See?
That was our record at least 4 different times this year. We were 501, and now we're finishing 501.
Yep. And I think we were 2-2-1. I think we were 2-2-1 when I said, I don't know how we're going to do it in a 17 game season when you're not even supposed to mathematically be able to have 8 and 8 anymore,
Right.
unless you somehow get a tie.
And that was after
we were going to Jason Garrett this thing and go right back to 8 and 8 and 1.
Say that.
I said that when we were 2-2-1. Now I don't think I predicted it. I just said, watch us do it in Cowboys fashion. But then last week I finally decided, oh wait, I was right. They're going to do it. I said my heart wants to be at 10. We can win out. But my gut tells me that they're going to go 2-2 over these last 4 games.
You and Sam were both going 10.
I
I couldn't do 10. I felt like I was like, oh, they'll lose one of them. They won't just run the table. They're just not like that. But yeah.
Yeah, you were hoping it might only be this one coming up. Unfortunately, the Vikings beat us, and now it looks like the Chargers have every right and every reason to come beat us. So that is what that is. 6. Yeah. So we're both at 8 and 1 then. That's
I wish I could. I won't do it because I don't want to be pessimistic, But if it comes out 7, 9 and 1, then it just move us up 1. We can't really move up much in terms of draft position. That's something else I was going to mention. There's really no reason to just lose all 3 of them. I think winning all 3 of them or losing all 3 of them may be the difference in 14 and 17. As far as our first pick. So I don't. There's no like tanking involved there.
No. It's not advantageous enough to just decidingly play bad and not see what you're working with, not give Eberflus a chance to give you some good performances. You got to see some things. We got Trevon Diggs.
More Siobhan Revel.
We're gonna let him play. We need to see some more Savone.
That's one question I ended up not writing down. I thought about I was going to hit Merrianne Do. Would she take Trey Diggs in a first round pick? We'll give her Trey Diggs and let's say 25 for Derwin James.
Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah. You need more than
better
that.
Not.
He's an 8-year vet. I mean, he's not. He's in the end of his prime. In the end of his prime, sometimes you could save a little bit on that. Anyways,
no, that'd be great for us because we could use some safety and
that's the mode I'm in. That's where I'm thinking. What's great for the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, I'll tell you what's great. If you're with us, go watch the CFP possible. The 4 or 5 players that Coach pointed out in the last video we dropped. The players that are going to be in the college football playoffs. There's a chance we could land one or 2 of those guys. And any of them would be a major factor. I really like who you got, so y'all go check that out. I'm sure we were going to try to spin the record with Merrianne, but you heard her confidence. They're going to win out, and they're going to win the Super Bowl. So we don't
whatever that puts them at 10, right? That puts them at 10 and in the playoffs. There you go.
Well, they're at 8 now.
Are they at 8?
They beat the Eagles and went to 8, so I think they can get to 11 if they win out. Either way, I think that'll do it. Obviously, in the AFC, 10 or 11 is probably getting you in. So maybe we can try to play a little upset today. I don't think so. When I said 2 and 2, this is probably the 2. Our last 2 games are Commanders Giants. I think we can win those and try to look at some things on tape.
Yeah, when I was assuming we're losing one, I was assuming this one while thinking it could be Minnesota right here tomorrow. And now, now instead, what a road ride. It didn't take any time. Just right after the KC, Philly, Oakland stretch there where you're like, the Cowboys are as scary as anybody.
Yeah.
10 days that lasted.
What? They had all the 3 and 4 letter networks saying most dangerous team in the NFL. And I think what they meant was dangerous to believe in. The most dangerous team to buy in on. Yeah. They're the most dangerous team that's currently looking good, but won't be in the end.
That's why the warning exists at the beginning of the show.
That's Well, speaking of the beginning of the show, we got to get to the end of the show. So I will give you some updates before Coach wraps us up out of here. Make sure that you tune in next week. Oh, yeah. Intro. Way to go, Jimmy. Get ahead of yourself. Make sure you are tuned in next week when hopefully, fingers crossed, prayers up, that Samantha is healthy and feeling great and back to her normal self. She is under the weather, fever, all the bad stuff. So y'all send some good energy and prayers and vibes and thoughts out to her. We don't want her to be ill for Christmas and not spread it to anybody else in her family. So we're hoping that. And also next Friday, guest, I don't think so on this show. I don't know. Tom BB did want to come back on. We'll have him on before the season ends. He wanted to tell us how he knew we were going to get to 10 wins, and we still have a chance to. Or no, we can get to 9 now, right? No, we can only get to 9. Anyway, he was confident, so we'll have to ask him why in the hell he sold us on that. We'll get him on the show. Jay Slater is going to be coming on in the off season. I know we hate to talk about off season, but there's only 3 weeks left of the regular season, and chances are that that's our final 3 weeks as Cowboys fans. So every show after that, we'll be talking about the teams in the postseason and how we hope everyone beats the Eagles as they march their way to another Super Bowl victory, and we all hate it.
No, just stop.
Oh, okay. No, I told you I thought the Packers were going to win the Super Bowl. Now, that was before the Micah injury, so that changes that. And who was your Super Bowl pick, Coach?
Preseason?
I think, yeah, on the Knicks episode, was it?
Yeah, I think I had the Baltimore Ravens.
You had the Ravens. Yeah. Well, listen, they can still win their division and get in, right? Did they win that last game?
Yeah, but they're not. They're not the best. They're not the best team in the AFC. They're not going to the championship game even.
Yeah. So listen.
Well, I'm just gonna. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to get that shit up and concentrate on football. Excuse my language. What a guest, Merrianne. Stay tuned. Updates are. Follow us on all your socials and stay tuned to everything we do. Hashtag team give back, hashtag team fan responsibly. And Coach, put yourself on the clock, because I know without a shadow of a doubt that the last update is that it's your 2-minute spiel. Go.
Yes, definitely my
2 minutes.
Spill.
Starting now.
All right, let's get me over here. I'll do the best I can to get myself straight on the clock. 2 minutes spill. Well, we had a lot that wasn't in this show. We always run down our game plan and show you what the show's going to look like, and it's been a consistent one all year. We kick it off for you. We got into the road to 6 with Merrianne Do after getting to know her a little bit more. We tried to get you guys some things that weren't all over there. She after going viral, I guess about 2 years ago, you've seen her on the Pat McAfee show and on local news networks, and so it was got a lot of good things in there. She ran down the road to 6 with us, where we didn't have much to say because the Dallas Cowboys have less than a 1% chance to make the playoffs and are out of it. But she thinks that the Chargers are going to go ahead and run the table, make it into the playoffs, and may still have a shot. Then we played some Q&A Blitz, where we always have a ton of fun. Rapid fire, you never know how it's going to go. Live hiccups. We fired off some questions about football, some questions about food, some questions about Christmas. And you'll just have to it's one of the segments you really want to watch back if you find yourself wanting to go back and take another look at this show. After that, we let Merrianne get up out of here gracefully, and we spun the record on what is currently 6-7-1. I'm at 501. Coach is at 501. Were you at the same, Coach? I think so. Okay, updates threw me off. Yeah, both of us at 501. Definitely not where we expected to be at the beginning of the season. We ran the updates for you. We'll be at the game on Sunday. Hopefully, we'll be able to hook up with Merrianne Do when we get there and have one more meetup. And what else is left, guys? This is one of the last 2-minute spills of the season, and it came up short. Not the best one. 5 seconds short this time.
No, you did it. Just get well soon to Sammy.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely. Like and subscribe as always.
That's right. No, good job. No, you did it in plenty of time. You wrapped everything up elegantly and beautifully. And so we're gonna wrap the show up. And guess what, guys? Anthony Joshua is getting knocked out by Jake Paul tonight. Can you believe that?
I was waiting until we got here. It was going to be a little bit of a final talking point as we were going out with Sam, but Sam, I'm thinking about you. I know you're thinking about it. I think pretty much this whole house is Team Joshua, Team Real Boxing. It's time for Jake Paul to pay the piper. I've been saying he's turning into a pumpkin by noon tonight.
We're going
to find out. $100 million loss for one sports book if Jake Paul wins. It's not happening.
No, we got a good weekend. So some Friday night fights tonight. Jake Paul, which I'm sure everybody's hoping.
Mike Tag, if you see this, y'all getting whooped.
Getting what? Yeah, we got some A&M football tomorrow. Texas A&M in Miami, the Canes and the Aggies in the college football playoff. Round 1, let's go. Can the Aggies get through? I hope so. I'm sure Mike Tagg is rooting so against that. We may hit him up and do a little morning show and get him on for
Yeah, I
10
know.
minutes and
I
talk
actually
a
thought
little
about
college
that
football
today.
playoff. Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh, and quick update. So I just got a message from Marianne. She says she enjoyed the show. She says she felt a little bit off, but she said she was on the flight, but she was amazing.
Oh
She was
gosh,
absolutely great. And so
the
guess
jet
what?
lag's
Jimmy
real.
called it. The kid just needed a snack, just wanted a sandwich.
Yeah, trying to find some. Yeah, trying to find some food inside Texas
at
Live
the
where there's
hotel.
plenty.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, so again, shout out to her. Super awesome fan, super awesome person. Great family, great people, and they are
Oh,
in
yeah.
Texas. So if you happen to see them out there at AT&T, show them some love.
And I meant to say that when she had first come on, how when I was talking about it being a perfect week to have Marianne on. What the irony of it was the Dallas Cowboy Charger game when the viral thing happened.
Yeah, it was. It was the Dallas game at 80.
I'm sure
not
she's
at 80,
aware
it was
though.
in SoFi. Yeah, no, she knows it. Yeah, 100%. We actually, I should have brought that up and asked her who won that game. By the way, no, but then she would have just said who's going to win this weekend, and I wouldn't have had nothing to say about it.
Surely.
So. But no, good stuff. Love it. Yeah, we'll see her out there Sunday and get some photo ops, get some photos with her. Can't wait to do that. Gotta have that posted on the wall here somewhere. Her contagious smile. Super fandom is what it's about. It's what we're about. And
hey, and if there was a super fan all-pro team, she'd be on it.
She'd be probably the quarterback of that.
As well known of a super fan as there is out there. So that was just awesome.
No, her, the Philly guy, Mike Tagg, some of the greats out there. She's one of the legends, definitely. Super fan legend. We love her. We admire her. And super fandom is what it's about. And the way you super fan, Coach, is you always, one more time, tell me and everybody else what it was.
Like, subscribe, and fan responsibly.
Peace.
I'm a fan of the Star We Are.
What's up, everybody? I'm Super Cowboy.
And I'm Princess Angie, and you are tuned in.
Hi, this is James Slater, and you are listening to...
I'm Jess Navarez, and you're watching The Star We Are.
If you're not following them, you are not fanning responsibly.
Plugged in and switched on. This is The Star We Are, live.